Good evening, my dear students. There was a gap last week. I'm continuing the topic economic development. We were in the middle of discussion on agreement on agriculture, agreements on agriculture under World Trade Organization. I'm continuing with the topic. Last time we ended with AMS, that is aggregate market support. Aggregate market support was nothing but the subsidies, total cumulative subsidies, any government or any other agency offered to the agriculture sector. That is AMS. All forms of subsidies in agriculture sector, be it on fertilizers, seeds, direct cash, other production related things, everything comes under AMS. There is a limitation under World Trade Organization. The limit is total AMS, that means no aggregate market support, should not cross, in respect of developed countries, it should not cross 5% of the total value of the agriculture output. When you take the prices of 86, 88 as the base price, when you calculate the price of the total agricultural product produced in the year, if you take that into consideration, multiply with the average price, base price of 86, 88 of that particular commodity, from the total value, the AMS should not cross 5% in respect of developed countries, 10% in respect of developing countries. There is no limit for the underdeveloped countries where food production itself is now a major task. They are not exporting. These underdeveloped countries, if they produce food grains or any food related items for the requirements of their own population, that itself is a greater thing. These 5%, 10%, this applies to the countries where the food grains are either exported or imported. After that, I am moving into classification of subsidies. Why subsidies are given by the governments to encourage production. But when you give more subsidies, what happens? The cost of production of the food grains come down. If you are